Abraham and Sarah's surprise. Genesis 18:14. Is anything too hard for the Lord to do? Noah's oldest son, Shem, had hundreds of descendants born many years later. One was named Abram. Abram was a righteous man who married a beautiful woman named Sarah. One day the Lord spoke to Abram and said,
"Leave your country, your family and neighbors, and go to a land I will show you. There I will bless you and make you into a great nation."
So Abram obeyed the Lord and set out on a journey with his wife Sarah and his nephew Lot. One night the Lord appeared to Abram and said,
"Look up at the night sky and count the stars. One day your family shall number more than that."
Abram was very puzzled by what the Lord had said, for he and Sarah were growing old and had no children. When Abram was 99 years old, the Lord appeared to him again and said,
"Abram, I make this promise to you. You will be called the father of many nations, and you shall be called Abraham, and your wife shall be called Sarah. For I will bless her with a son, and you will call his name Isaac. And I will give to you and your children this land. I will care for you and be your God."
Abraham laughed and said,
"How can a son be born to people our age?"
Sarah overheard what the Lord had said to her husband, and she too laughed and laughed.
"How can this be?"
But the Lord heard her laughter and said,
"Is anything too hard for the Lord? I will return next year, and you, Sarah, will have a son."
When Abram was 100 years old, Sarah had a little baby boy named Isaac, just as God had promised.
Make the blind to see.
Yes, he can.
Walk on the water.
Yes, he can.
Pray to the Father.
Yes, he can.
Nothing too big, nothing too small, nothing he can't do at all. There's nothing, 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 nothing he can't do.
Is